It was the depth of ice cold and black. Every night at the crossroads, how the moon hit screaming back. You don't heard the stories, so it was no surprise. But at 2 a.m. the man died in the gutter, fire flash in the sky. You never know somebody till you've seen them separate survive. Some people see salvation from below, others from the sky. The death that died in plain sight. Blood comes when liquor is alone, singing God, I'm the devil, and the devil is going home. Suddenly.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to episode number 13 of the Fighters Walk podcast. I'm your host, Corey Keene, and to be honest, at first I wasn't sure what I was going to fit into this episode, and the more I was prepping, I found out there's actually a good bit that I'm going to be talking about today. There's actually a couple different topics that I want to get into, and I think we could potentially have a banger episode. Last episode, I had Chris Dawkins come on the podcast. Unreal, great episode. I had a lot of fun. We have another guest coming up. Fingers crossed sometime this week. I'm going to get in contact with him. Contender Series guy. He's got Contender Series coming up. He's close to making the UFC. It's going to be cool talking with him. Not going to spoil anything yet. But guys, we're here. We're doing the thing. The views on YouTube, they're going to come. They're going to come because, like I said, I have too much fun doing this. So what they say is the work you put in, the grind is real. I've been working my butt off doing this. Like I said, I'm enjoying myself doing this, and it's going to pay off. And I've said this before. It may not pay off this episode. It may not pay off 4 episodes from now, but it has potential. It really does have potential. And when you're drinking stuff like this, I mean, look at this. Look at this. If you guys are watching on YouTube, drinking a soda. So cheers. Cheers to you. We're going to have a banger of an episode. Grind's real. I'm here. Let's get into it. Long day today. Last week of camp. Great. It's been a great experience working summer camp, doing flag football. Super fun. We had field day today. We had a good time. We played soccer, moved to flag football. Good time. We have tomorrow, Thursday, and then I'm off. Then it's grind. It's podcast grind. And then we start the school year up. And even when the school year comes, podcast grind. We're going to get there, people. And for the people who believe in me and they listen to this, they watch this, I thank you. I truly do thank you. It's fun, man. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy myself, so I'm going to keep doing it. I might mix in some friends here and there. I was contemplating it in the beginning, but it's definitely a lot easier talking to someone else. like you're having a sit-down conversation. It's just easier. It's more, there's more flow. You're just kind of chilling, having a conversation. So stay tuned for that too. Getting some of my buddies on this, talking what we want to talk about. Maybe listen, it's a MMA podcast, but if we branch off, we branch off. Maybe talk about something else. I don't know. Let's get into the episode first, though. So I I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about first, but something came up. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, one or the other. I was going to record on Monday. I got tired, didn't want to do it, so I prepped Monday, and I'm here today. I found something. It's been all over social media. It's kind of been everywhere. What in the goddamn did Sean O'Malley get tattooed on himself, on his neck? Oh, wait, I'll tell you. He got Sean O'Malley tattooed on his neck. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? Sean O'Malley is on the trajectory to be the biggest star in the UFC. He's got tattoos everywhere. Fine. A lot of UFC fighters have tattoos everywhere. I'm not knocking that. I am not knocking that. What I'm knocking is Sean O'Malley getting a picture of Sean O'Malley doing the walk-off jumper on his goddamn neck. What are we doing? What are we doing? If you're lucky enough to be watching this on YouTube, Sean, what are we doing, man? Sean, please tell me. I get it. I get it. It was an awesome knockout, awesome moment. But Sean, what are we doing, dude? I know you're known for your tattoos, your crazy hair color, your style. It's all cool. Like, I love it. I I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this is like, this is crazy to me. And if you're on YouTube, you're seeing it now. I'm a little speechless. And that's kind of why I'm quiet right now. And I'm going to take a sip. Hold on one second. I mean, I have tattoos. My friends have tattoos. Fighters have tattoos. But it takes a special person to get themselves tattooed on them. That'd be like me getting a tattoo of me winning a gold medal in track and field and just putting it like on my body somewhere. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You know the Nick Saban when the reporter, oh, I forget who it was, who asking him the question, and he just flips out. Quit asking. My mind is blown. And I had to start the episode off with a bang. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, I have to start the episode off like this. I could talk about Sean O'Malley tattooing Sean O'Malley for a portion of this episode. And I'm repeating myself because I'm so in shock. I am in shock. My phone's buzzing. Nothing important. So, Sean O'Malley, takes a special, special someone to tattoo themselves on themselves. That's what we're starting with. Like I said, tattoos, they you know what? Now I'm playing devil's advocate. You ready? This is what I do. This is what I do. I'm so strong on a stance and in a subject, and then I go back. Okay, Sean. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I get. See, this is what tattoos 7 to 8, maybe 9 times out of 10. Tattoos are meant to symbolize something, whether it be a life event, whether it be someone who maybe passed away, maybe it's a special date that something happened and it means something to you. They symbolize something within your life. Sick knockout, viral knockout. You do the Kobe. It symbolizes something, I guess, but are we going to get it tattooed on ourselves? I'm not. I know if I knock someone out at a bar or somewhere, I'm not getting it tattooed on myself. If I was ever a fighter, I'm not getting a knockout tattooed on myself. You're going to knock out so many people. You may do something even cooler than that. Are you just going to add different tattoos of yourself? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. So, topic 1. Check. Check topic 1. Check topic 1. Let's move on. Let's move on. I see. Okay. I'm going to move on from this tattoo saga. I'm going to move on. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put first and in what order. I watched the UFC fights on Saturday. I did not catch Bellator live. I watched it on Sunday. I talked to a couple people. Listen, Pitbull is one of the greatest Bellator fighters of all time. He's one of the greatest Bellator fighters of all time. No knocking that. No knocking that. AJ McKee, definitely on the come up, undefeated. There was a chance. This is probably, if I'm going to say something, I think this is potentially, it was one of the biggest Bellator pay-per-views, one of the biggest Bellator fights of all time. If you're not big into Bellator, I don't watch a lot of Bellator either because it's on Showtime. I usually watch it the next day. The card itself, dog water. It wasn't a great card name-wise, but that main event, it sells. UFC's done it a bunch. I remember when Conor fought Cowboy, that card was not great. You're paying to see the main event. And in this case, you were paying to see Pitbull versus McKee. It's that simple. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're seeing I pulled up AJ McKee and I have the top 3 stories. I'm gonna pick one of these stories and just kind of go over it, talk a little bit about AJ McKee and what's next for him. Immediately thinking, Pitbull, let's go 2. I'm down. I'm 100% down to see that fight again. And I think you I think you give the people what they want. We go round 2 with that. Patricio he's a dog, man, and he's a beast. Nobody could beat him for the longest time. Nobody could beat him for the longest time. He's a stud. He's a stud. So we got MMA Junkie. AJ McKee's featherweight pedigree, fighter pay. He did make bank, though. 1.1 mil, I think. Close to 1.2 mil. Hell of a payday. Hell of a payday. Champ AJ McKee eyes new contract. It's time for Bellator to show what my value is. CBS Sports. Bellator MMA fighter rankings. AJ McKee takes over pound for pound number 1. No shit. No shit. No shit. You just beat the number 1 pound for pound guy in Bellator. You get it. So no shit there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit this middle article. AJ McKee eyes new contract. It's time for Bellator to show my value. What my value is. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. If these other promotions aren't biting at the bit for AJ McKee, I don't know. I mean, okay. This will get a little boring. I'm just kind of gonna read it out loud. AJ McKee's future is filled with possibility after claiming the Bellator featherweight title from Patricio. He's 18-0. 18-0 MMA. 18-0 BMMA. So are all 18 of his fights in Bellator? Assumed the role of undefeated title holder this past Saturday when he ended Patricio's 32-5 MMA. So he's 20-5. Yeah, so Bellator. AJ McKee, every fight he's fought professionally is in Bellator. He's a homer. Bellator's his home. So that was in California, Inglewood, California. It was a flawless performance. Oh, was it a flawless performance? Flawless performance. That head kick. Is there a video of it here? I'm not reading this whole article. He's a Grand Prix. He won the Grand Prix. That was a Grand Prix. Featherweight Grand Prix. That's another thing I actually really do like. Actually, not like, love. I love the fact that Bellator does the Grand Prix. I love Grand Prix. Speaking of which, I saw something on Insta. UFC lightweights. You can make a damn good Grand Prix with them. You make a damn good Grand Prix with them. Going in, the fight was technically the last on McKee's current contract. This was the last fight on AJ McKee's contract, but he just won the title. So, dude, ball is in Scott Coker's court. No, the ball is in AJ McKee's court. Give me my goddamn money. Give me my goddamn money. I'm the champ. He's going to be the highest paid Bellator fighter, I think. If Scott Coker wants him, he's going to be the highest paid Bellator fighter. Going in the fight, I said it was McKee's current, so that was his last fight. However, the fact he won the title kicked in a champion's clause. AJ McKee said, which extended the deal for 3 fights. Okay, good. As it should. I think he should defend the title. I really do. I think he should defend the title. He also has the option to sit out for 12 months, which would bring the deal to its expiration. The fuck? Why? McKee said he has yet to speak with Bellator president Scott Coker about negotiating a new deal, but it's something that will happen soon. McKee hears the noise about the potential move to the UFC, but a realistic avenue to make the move has yet to present itself, and he wants to hear what his current promoter has to say first. So again, he wants his money. Now, we could talk till we're blue in the face about this. AJ McKee versus Max Holloway. Sign me up, Daddy-O. Sign me up, Daddy-O. AJ McKee versus Volkanovski. Sign me up, Daddy-O. Sign me up, Daddy-O. AJ McKee versus Brian T. City Ortega. You know what I'm going to say. Sign me up. Sign me up. Scott Coker said it best in his post-fight presser. UFC would never co-promote. Ever. Shit's never going to happen. So it's all hypotheticals, but AJ McKee versus any of those guys, I'm in. I was in for Patricio Pitbull versus any of those guys. Dude, the top 2 Bellator featherweights would be top 5 UFC featherweights right now, and both of those guys could fight for the title and potentially win. It was McKee's night. Don't get me wrong. Kudos to him. Awesome win. But Pitbull's a dog. I think either one of those guys would be incredible in the UFC. I'm not wrong. I will hold a stance. I'm not wrong. Anything else worth reading in this article? Nah. Not that I'm seeing. But you have a face. Bellator has a face. They get a lot of the older guys to come in. And I mean, they do really well for themselves, but McKee he's young, 26 years old. He's hungry. If he doesn't sit out this year, he's going to fight more. Listen, he should be right back in. Put him right back in. That was a quick fight. I mean, I'm telling you. I'm doing this quick. Hold on 1 second. I want to check this out. Give me a second here. I wonder, I'm going to look this up. I'm going to go to Tapology worldwide. I don't know how often this updates, but I want to go to the top featherweights in the world. Volk, champion. Holloway, 2. Ortega. Chan Sung Jung, 4. Cater, 5. Emmett, 6. Wait a minute. Nope. Screw that. Tapology, what are we doing? Although there's some killers in featherweight. There's some killers, I'll say. But I mean, come on. AJ McKee's better than Josh Emmett. I think AJ McKee is better than Edson Barboza. I think AJ McKee is better than Arnold Allen. I think Dan Ige. I mean, that'd be a good fight too. Yair, Giga, Zabit's a sketchy one. I don't even know why. Like, I don't know. Shane Burgos is a beast, but like AJ McKee should be right up there. Right up there. My opinion, I think he should be right up there. I don't even want to know where is Patricio's 19. I don't know, man. And you know what? While I'm thinking of this, I messed up. MMA in the Olympics. I was going to do the featherweights today, and this is why it's coming into my head, because I'm looking at these featherweight rankings. I had the brackets. I didn't save it. So Friday I'll add MMA in the Olympics part 2 with the featherweights. And we'll do that. I had fun making that bracket. I have to remake it though, which kind of sucks. But shout out McKee, new Bellator featherweight champion. I'm going to say this. A star was not born. AJ McKee was destined for stardom. Star wasn't born because he was on the trajectory. He's there. He's a star. He's a star. Let's move on. There are fights, UFC fights too. I would love to see the numbers. I mean, UFC was free. So, I mean, maybe more people watched it. I was out Saturday night. Watched the fights at Xfinity Live down in Philadelphia, down by the Eagles Stadium, Sixers Arena, Phillies Stadium. Fun card. Watched every fight, kinda. Definitely tuned into each one. Phillip, my man Phillip, this first fight, dude, the finishes on this card were dope. Awesome. They were a lot of up and coming guys. Not a lot of star power on this card. And that's fine. I'm not going to say some guys were made, but what I will say is some stars were I'm not even going to say some stars were born, because stars weren't born, but I'll go back. Guys were made. Phillips TKO was sick. UD for Fry. Dude, there was a draw. I forgot about this. There was a draw. I forgot about that. Danny Chavez and Kai. I forgot that was a draw. They're always weird to me. I just thinking about this. If there's a draw, scratch that. One more round, winner take all. Thinking. Another UD for Chris. Another crazy last name. Let's go to the main card. 2 fights pulled off of the main card. Chris got pulled off a couple days earlier. Like, it was just a weird night at UFC. Jason Witt, major decision. Melsick. The TKO from Melsick was sick. over Colin Angelin. Jared Gooden got a TKO, which was nice. It was a good TKO. Guys, I'm going through this fast because, one, I don't really remember a lot how this went down. Looking at it right now, I could kind of remember a little bit, but like I said, I was at Xfinity Live. It is what it is. But Cheyenne Bays, a star was born. That's where a star was born. A star was born. Cheyenne Bays comes up, wins the Contender Series, gets the contract, loses a not so bright moment in her career, flipping off the chick, saying I'll follow you home, I'll find you. It wasn't a shining moment, but that knockout, goddamn, watching that in real time, saw the head kick. Gloria was down. She gets up. As soon as she lifts up her hand to make it an legal head kick, boom, cracked her. Cheyenne raises her hands like she's won the fight. Gloria starts getting up, and then Cheyenne jumps on, gets it done, TKO. She got performance of the night. Good for her. Awesome story. She dropped everything, moved out to Vegas, I believe. Good for her. I'm happy for her. She could make it. She could make it. Main event, Uriah Hall, Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland broke like every record in the middleweight division. Strikes thrown, strikes landed, everything. I think he broke everything. Got the UD over Uriah Hall. Wasn't the most entertaining main event, but what are you going to do? Sean Strickland wins. Shout out. Cool. That was quick. Let's move on. Guys, Friday's going to be a dope show too. Friday's going to be a dope show. We got a big UFC card. Big UFC card this weekend. The very interesting interim heavyweight title is on the line. Cyril Gane and Derek Lewis. I'm ready for it though. I'm ready for that fight. We'll talk about this more in depth on Friday, but since I have it up, we're going to talk about it. Just the main card. I'm going to go through quick. Derek Lewis, Cyril Gane, Aldo, Munez, dope. Chiesa, Vicente Luque, dope. Tisha Torres, Angela Hill, sick. Song Yadong, Casey Kenny, that fight to open the pay-per-view, that's got fireworks written all over it. What's the prelims, main? Bobby Green with the prelim main event. Haven't heard much from Bobby in a long time. Rafael, Fiziev. Whew, that's short but wild. Alonzo Menafield, Contender Series guy. I'm speechless. Guys, I'm sorry I'm not talking. To open the prelims, Carolina and Jessica Penne? No way. To open the prelim? I don't know. If you're watching this on YouTube, I could never pronounce Carolina's last name. Carolina. I could never pronounce her last name. She had the wars with Jana Jacek. Dude, they're opening the prelim slot? Ugh. I don't know about that. Why? I mean, she must be down. She must be down bad. They're both 13-6. This is going to be a sick fight. It's going to be a sick fight. Well, like I said, we're going to go more into that on Friday. We're going to talk more about that card on Friday. What else do I have? Here we go. Moving on. Just announced yesterday. Cody Garbrandt's making his flyweight debut versus Kai Kara-France. December. Sign me up. It's going to be a hell of a weight cut. I mean, listen, cutting down to flyweight, that shit's crazy. December 11th, this is slated for. Kai Kara-France, 22-9, 5-2 in the UFC. Cody Garbrandt's 12-4, 7-4 in the UFC. This is a fun fight, though. I'm with it. I know Cody talked about going to flyweight. Dude, that's a very, very tough and interesting weight cut. But what I will say is his power at 125, holy shit. If he could cut that weight and cut that weight good, dude, his power at 125 will put a lot of guys to sleep. And I mean, you would think he wants to go for that strap. So that's fun. I like this fight. Kai Kara-France, no slouch by any means. So this is a fun fight. And honestly, I love Cody fighting. Big fan of Cody Garbrandt. I wasn't when he was fighting TJ, but that's just because I like TJ a little more. But this is a fun fight. I'm ready for it. This is dope. The weight cut's going to be a big key, though. We saw it with TJ. But I see this video down here. Actually, I'm going to exit that out. Why did it pull it up? I don't know. Cody versus O'Malley. I'm ready for that too. At 135, I think Cody's plan is to jump weights, fight both. I don't know. Time will tell. This fight's all the way in December. We still got time. I'm sure more things will come out of all that saga. Let's move on. Another fight announced. Another fight was announced. This is for UFC 267. RDA versus Islam Makhachev. Holy shit. Let's go. Finally giving Islam a guy in the top 10. This is sick. I'm with this fight. I think Islam is just going to do his thing and win pretty handedly. But it's RDA. I mean, it's RDA. You know what I'm saying? Like, RDA could make it happen if anybody could. But Islam looks so damn good in his last fight. Again, it was against Thiago Moises, but dude, this is another one. Sign me up. I'm ready. There's been a lot of fight announcements. Those were two that I just kind of pulled up. Kind of just pulled them up just to talk a little bit about them. Wanted to run through a little bit. I told you guys I had a good episode planned today. I had a pretty good episode planned today. Totally forgot to even do my MMA in the Olympics. Kind of pissed about it, but that's what I got Friday for. Friday will be MMA in the Olympics and the pay-per-view, the UFC pay-per-view pre-show. Last thing I want to talk about, because I'd be dumb not to talk about it. What's actually in the Olympics? What's actually in the Olympics? And that is wrestling. The guys start tonight. And I think it kicks off with David Taylor. David Taylor kicks things off today, I believe. 11:05, 86 kg. David Taylor. Sign me up. USA's got some dogs wrestling. Some dogs are wrestling for Team USA. We got potential to medal in a lot of different places. I am super, super excited to watch wrestling. I'm probably going to be watching them the next day, unless I'm up early before work this week. A lot of the wrestling matches are at like 5 a.m., I believe. Like 5 a.m. David Taylor, he could win gold medal. And I'm not just going to be that guy who's USA through and through. David Taylor could win a gold medal. Gilman could do some things, guys. Gilman could do some things. I think he could potentially, he's going to medal. I think he can medal. Let me see. Can I not? I can't look. All right. Well, I'll talk about it quick. I think David Taylor is going to win a medal, gold. Gilman could win a medal. Don't know what. Dake. I think Dake is going to win gold. Snyder. I think DC said Snyder silver. Dude, I mean, I can't just say like USA all gold sweep, but I think Snyder will medal. And the one I'm most excited for is Gabe Stevenson. I am so ready for Stevenson to make his Olympic debut. Dude, I want Gabe to win a gold medal so bad. I don't know exactly what happens here. Let me look quick. I'm going to see if I can find this quick. I don't think I'm going to. Gable. I called him Gabe. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Whatever. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really say. I might be able to pull. I got one more last ditch effort. Last ditch effort. Go to the Insta. Last ditch effort. Doesn't say. It's all right though. You're gonna have to find it. If you could find it on your own, good. He's gonna fight wrestle soon, like tomorrow or Thursday maybe. Last try. Last try. Here we go. The semis are Thursday, so they would wrestle Wednesday tomorrow. Okay, so Gable will wrestle tomorrow. Don't know the time. Check it out. I think he could win a gold. There's some guys like in those stans, like Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan and freaking those countries over there. You might get a guy who's like 38 years old and just a goddamn mutant, but Gable's a beast. I think he medals. I think he medals. I don't know what place, but I think he medals. What else do I have? I don't have anything else. This was a fun-filled episode. I had a lot of topics. I'm not going anywhere, guys. This is what I love doing. I love just sitting here talking. Like I said, whether it be to myself, whether I have a guest. Like I said, I might pull in some friends soon. And just shoot the shit. I mean, this podcasting thing is fun to me. So I'm gonna keep rolling with it. Keep on keeping on. I have nothing else. If you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, just click the ding. Put your email into YouTube. You've made your account. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button. You help me out. And guys, if you listen on Spotify, thank you. If you listen on Apple Podcast, thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, let's get my videos on YouTube a little bit longer than what I'm averaging per episode. If I get, I'm not even putting the number crazy high. If I get 25 views on an episode, that means 25 people clicked into the episode. Just watch a little bit of it. You could even skip through. If you want to skip through. Watch a little bit of it. I'm trying to get that revenue. I'm trying to get the YouTube ads. I'm trying to get the ads. I got the subscribers down. The number's not high, but it's it's what I need to get the ads. Now I just need the time. I need you guys to watch my videos. I'd appreciate it. I would really, really appreciate it. Let's get those ads. That's the next goal. Next goal is I'm going to try to get to 30 subscribers and ads. Fingers crossed. So there you go. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow on Insta. And just do the thing. Favorite it on Spotify. Favorite it on Apple. That's what I got. Again, I'm the host, Corey Keene, Fighters Walk Podcast, episode 13. That's a wrap. Appreciate you. Talk soon. See you on the next one. See you Friday. Peace.